Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogan Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we fondly call it. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Great to see everybody here already. We got in chat. Sandra Piper. Good to see you, Sandra. I think I just saw you somewhere, though. Actually, all these names look familiar. You got to forgive me, guys. I'm getting over whatever chest cold I had. It was nasty. Mr. Lee, how's it going? Insect interest. Interesting name. Welcome. Apparently an entomology major. Hey, Sharon. How are you? Murray, good to see you. Johnny Half, what's up, dude? Hey, Judy. Icon, welcome. Stevie B, would it be? Who am I missing? Mr. Haywood, what's going on? NAC, welcome, dude. Who else? Yeah, so thanks to anybody who joined us Saturday. I didn't intend to I was just going to be a guest on his show. Him being a Caucasian Sasquatch. For those of you who caught it Saturday night, thanks for coming out. It was good to see everybody. And when I got there, he was like, "Oh, if you push this button, you can broadcast too." I'm like, "Oh, really?" So yeah, it was a little weird. First time doing it. Pop my cherry. Don't want to know. Hello, Moto. Howling Underdog Films. How's it going, Chuck? Northwoods Cryptid Investigations. Welcome. Good to see you. So yeah, unfortunately, the music world in Canada, they lost an icon. Gordon Lightfoot passed yesterday. He was a huge influence in the pop folk movement back in the 60s, 70s. Amazing artist, guitar player and singer and storyteller. He just he put out a lot of great stuff. He was going to be in Orlando. They just canceled the tour before, obviously. Well, let's not go there. He was supposed to tour in Orlando not far from now, but I think they canceled it once and rescheduled or something. But unfortunately, he passed in his home in Toronto, natural causes, 84 years old. I'm not going to sit here and say I loved everything he did. I didn't know everything he did. I haven't heard all his shit. I've about heard as much as you guys as far as, Sundown and If You Could Read My Mind and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Interesting story behind it, Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. One of the lines in the song kind of indicates that the wreck might have been caused by crew member error. And then they did an investigation, and this dive company went down, and everything was determined that it wasn't the hatches, it wasn't the crewman error, it was a rogue wave. And so what Gordon Lightfoot did is he changed the lyric in that song to just something so it just rhymes, but it doesn't implicate any crew members in the sinking of the ship. It wasn't human error, it was Mother Nature. So it was pretty interesting. I just heard that today. I've been singing Gordon Lightfoot songs for over 20 years now. I went out last Wednesday, the local bar, and the last song I've sang in public was a Gordon Lightfoot song. I sang "If You Could Read My Mind," and it was it was weird because when I walked away from that stage, I felt good. Like I know I fucking nailed it. A lot of times I'm like, yeah, it was okay. I'll walk away like just another, But last week it was good. And you can ask Stevie. I don't say that often. Ship was overloaded with ore too. 26,000 pounds of ore. Or 26,000 tons. Might be tons. Or yeah, I know it's 26,000 something. Tons makes more sense. So yeah, I just wanted to pay respects. Rest in peace, Gordon Lightfoot. Brandy Haywood, welcome. So yeah, guys, if you're new, if you're not in chat and you're just watching, what we do here, what I do, what we all do, is I put the link in chat, and anybody can come on. If you're in chat, just click on the link and follow the directions. Pretty simple. If you don't want to be on camera, you can just bottom of the screen. You can hit stop camera. You don't have to be on camera. Also, all I ask is that if you do come on, is turn off YouTube in the background because it makes for bad echo. My voice is so jacked right now. I'm surprised I'm doing this. I've been sick and no shit. And you know where I think I got sick? Wednesday night doing karaoke. I have a feeling she being the KJ, the host, didn't disinfect the microphone, because Thursday, and I mentioned on Thursday's show that I started feeling funky, and probably shouldn't have went on Saturday night, but hey, I had an obligation. I'm sure he did, Northwoods. He says, I heard that Gordon Lightfoot often met with the families at the Whitefish Point Shipwreck Museum. I'm sure that he did. Definitely a rain check. I did sing Gordon Lightfoot, I believe. One show, don't ask me which one. It was a long time ago. But yeah, I sang, what else did I sing? I think I sang a Bob Seger tune. But yeah, I haven't sang in so long that I'm finally getting back into it. And then I get sick. Loaded with iron ore, 26,000 pounds more. I think the rest of that line is when the ship was empty. More than when the ship was empty or something like that. That's a long song. I never learned that song. It's a good song, but I'll sing like If You Could Read My Mind, Sundown, Carefree Highway. I want to try that one. I haven't done that one yet. He's got some good stuff out. And such a unique sound. And it's weird because if anybody ever asks me, well, what do you sing? I'm always like, well, country. And they're like, no, well, what do you sound like? And I'll tell them a cross between Gordon Lightfoot and Toby Keith. And some of them get it. Others are like, who's Gordon Lightfoot? Like Richie. He doesn't know who Gordon Lightfoot is. So yeah, guys, let me put the link in chat. I believe I already copied it, so this should be the right link. If you click on the link and it sends you to purgatory, just pop out and come back and we'll do it again. No, I copied it earlier, so that should be the right link if anybody wants to join me and save me from talking all night, because my voice is going to go at some point. Active shooter, welcome. Mr. Hand. How's it going, Rex? Well, thank you, Mr. Lee, for that one like. Thanks so much. Yeah, hit that like button. Why not? It's supposed to do something. I don't know. Northwood says, I have been on the shore of Lake Superior when a big storm went through. It would have been beyond rough out on a boat. Yeah, no, they're not lakes. They're miniature oceans. I mean, a lake that can produce a rogue wave, that's incredible. Yeah, I remember when I saw a video or a documentary of when they dove down on the ship, and they put a plaque down there too. I don't know if they took the bell off. I think they took the bell off, and then they put a plaque down there for the 29 that crew members that passed. Good day, Sue. If I didn't say hi, I'm zoning out. Chessboard, how's it going? Let me just scroll up and see who else is here. Oh, I did miss somebody. Green Paws, welcome. So Gordon Lightfoot bought whole train vodka for a train where performers going by train across Canada. Epic story. Huh. Yeah, because I think liquor was not easy to come by in Canada, or it was I don't remember. Mose was kissing the microphone. Dude, when I sing, oh yeah, I can't help it. I don't know how it sounds on this mic, but when I sing karaoke, I'm like, yeah. See, I muted myself. Yeah, I was saying my lips are all over a mic when I'm singing, so that's how I get sick. And I project, I project as a singer, and I'm still right on the mic. Like when they say with this, it's supposed to be a fist distance away from your mouth. In this case, it's not, but maybe that's why I keep leaning in. Blame it on my eyesight. Lake Michigan sounds better than the Sea of Michigan. You got a point. Susie B. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but that song, If You Could Read My Mind, I've had some amazing reactions. Like the first time one of my sisters heard me sing, I sang that song in karaoke, and it made her cry because she didn't know I could sing. that was weird. Coming back to the table and she's in tears. I'm like, what? Someone die? um, that's probably my favorite song to sing. That's the one I just, that flows out of me. But anyway, I'll do it for you again someday. Just not today. So, Mr. Lee, what are you working on? Oh, Donald says, how's your production going? Mr. Lee said, Donald, almost done. Should be ready soon, man. Right on. Stevie says, brag away, Mogs. You can back it up. I'm not like that. Green paws, bon appetit. Bye. Waffle House, next exit. My German Shepherd used to love to hear me sing. Did she howl a lot or he howl a lot? Because, yeah, when I do it around my dogs, that's what I get, howling. What? Sasquatch Massacre? Right on. I'm always last to know, you know. So yeah, guys, I know I posted the link in chat, didn't I? Make sure this thing's working. There you go. Links in chat if anybody wants to hop on and join me. Come say hi, talk about whatever you want. Music, fishing, Bigfoot. It's all good. Oh, wrong one. I pissed I can't carry a tune with a radio. That's bad. Johnny Half says, where's Buzzard? Where is Buzzard? Hope he's doing all right. So there's this circus coming to town. Stevie, what are you doing? Why don't you pop on and explain this circus we're going to? I believe it's called Paranormal Circus. It's a rated R, kids under 13, not allowed. Paranormal circus dealing with cryptids and all sorts of shit like that. It's going to be in Ocala. Also in Orlando. May 11th through the 14th, it's in Ocala. Snark and Sass. Whoop whoopee. Right on. Welcome. So yeah, we're gonna go check out this this circus. It looks interesting. You can look it up if you just type in Paranormal Circus and it's CIRQUE or something like that. It means circus in French. But it looks legit. I mean, a lot of acrobats and shit, but I don't know what I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to go. Hold on. What's up, Stevie? Can't hear you. Oh, is that me? Wait a minute. You there? I hear you, barely. Hey, Stevie, I have you on, but I don't know if you can hear me, and we're not hearing you. I'm just going to put you backstage for a minute. Go to private chat. Oh, she backed out. All right. Go back to comments. Hey, Bustamante. How are you, on? What's up, Gary? Good to see you. So yeah, Stevie's going to come on. She knows a little bit more about it, but like I said, if you look at Paranormal Circus, you'll get they have videos of what they're about. I didn't watch too much of it. Stevie, you need to speak up for us hearing pairs. Oh, what did somebody just NAC said something about I see you back there, Stevie. Just give me a second. June is Bama Bigfoot Conference in Anniston, Alabama. Y'all come if you can. Where's Anniston, dude? I'm not familiar with that name. North, Central, South? Stevie? You there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry. Hey.
I turned up the volume.
Oh.
Well, I turned it up when I didn't hear you. I thought maybe it was off.
Well, no, my internet, as soon as I tried to jump on the first time, it bumped me off. I had no connection all of a sudden.
No.
But, hi.
So you know more about the circus than I do, so why explain it?
I mean, we heard it on the radio a couple days ago, and I looked into it. It's apparently it's an Italian based. They're from Italy. The whole circus. It's called Paranormal Circus, I guess is how you pronounce it. It's a horror, rated R, kind of burlesque type circus cabaret mixture of. It reminds me of kind of like Halloween Horror Nights in a circus form. I read a lot of the reviews. I read probably 30 different reviews, and I saw one negative. And the only negative review was that they shouldn't allow 13-year-olds.
Probably not.
Yeah. And I think the person that wrote the review said something about the child that was there looked like it was maybe one of the cast members. And even then, they said they shouldn't be exposed to that type of thing, I guess. But no, it seems pretty cool. They travel all over the place, all over the country. They were in Vegas earlier this year. They're, like you said, they're in Ocala, but they'll be in Daytona the weekend after that.
It was Daytona. That's what it was. It wasn't Orlando. My mistake.
Yeah, Daytona, and then I think Orange. What is it? Or not Orange City, but yeah, there's a couple other places, but Tallahassee is the last place in Florida. So it's just every weekend they bounce from city to city, state to state. Seems pretty cool.
And this is actually done under a big top, guys.
It actually is. I questioned that at first, but the more I looked into it today, sure enough, it's done under a big tent, like an old-fashioned circus, just not your standard circus. Definitely not for children. Seems like it'll be fun.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just curious, like, what kind of cryptids do they get involved with? Like, what are they,
Yeah, it seems like monsters, and I mean, some of the reviews and some of the stuff that I read, there's your traditional circus acts with a twist,
Okay.
An adult twist, I suppose. Not sure exactly what that means, but yeah, a lot of the reviews were, oh, my my husband took me for my birthday, and it was fucking amazing. You know,
Oh, right on.
yeah,
So
there's
good reviews.
good
What's up,
reviews.
Richie? Robert and Duvin, welcome. Who else? So you
Yeah.
fishing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you fishing?
No, not yet. I just got
Not
here
yet.
and started eating my dinner, and then as soon as I parked, the sheriff pulled up. We got to talking for a few minutes,
Yeah.
but not yet. No.
Well, I'm sorry if I interrupted your meal.
No. I had just finished.
Okay.
No, what I was going to say is the actual cost. It's not really what you call expensive for the circus. I think the cheapest seats are like 15. The
Mm-hmm.
most expensive are 50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they have coupons all over the internet where you can get like $10 off. So it's really $40 a ticket plus all their little fees.
Kathleen,
It
welcome. Oh, yeah,
wasn't
those
terrible.
little
Yeah,
administrative fees and this
right.
fee and, porta
Little
potty
service
fee.
fees. Right. I did read that they a lot of people in their comments recommended that you bring cash because nowhere, I guess, in that circus do they accept any type of cards. They're cash only. So food and souvenirs, whatever, everything's cash.
Well, good to know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Something different.
I bet they have a few ATM machines there, though.
I'm sure, right? Yeah, I'm sure.
Good evening from Northeast Illinois. Paranormal Circus on YouTube, very dark, horror based. Well, who doesn't like a good scare?
Right? Yeah, I mean, they have a Facebook page. If you just Google, it'll. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that comes up. They have videos. As a matter of fact, I think they're on Instagram too. Yeah, it seems cool.
Nona Boss, what's up, Marty? Welcome. Who else did I just see sneak in here? Mr. Fritz.
Jay,
Stevie bought me a tiny home today.
get out. No, literally, get out. I'll take over. He's moving kind of where I camped out, that same area. So, like, maybe 45 minutes from me. A lot closer.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't take long at all to get over to where he's moving to.
Right on.
Same town, same area that I met that woman at the grocery store that I talked to that was about to have the surgery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right on. Congratulations, Jay.
I'm happy for him.
Oh, yeah. Boo all. Boo all.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo hoo.
Oh, Buzzard. Welcome to the party.
Where's Buzzard been? He hasn't been around the last couple of shows.
He's here now. That's all that matters.
That's
as long
true.
as he's good. No, I mean like health wise. Hope he's doing well.
I was just like, because he's not gonna be good. Behave. He never behaves. Well, you look like you're feeling better.
Who just said? Oh, Grasshopper says Stevie bought Jay a tiny home.
That's funny.
No, it was Stevie. I bought me a tiny home today. Or yeah, bought me a tiny home today. Not Stevie bought me a tiny home. guess it's how you read it.
That's funny.
So yeah, I just wanted to, verify that what I was talking about as far as the circus goes. So I appreciate that coming on.
Yeah, no worries. I pretty sure we got pretty decent seats. Second row.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I found some coupons on, I think actually on their actual website. They have a promo code.
Well, we're gonna bring those little ponchos just in case.
There. I did read that they do audience interaction, so I don't know exactly what that means or consists of, but yeah.
Now I'm worried. I'm just gonna sit like this the whole time. Don't pick me, don't pick me, don't pick me.
I know it.
You'll be like, over here.
Yep.
It's a long walk home.
I don't have to worry about them picking me for anything. They'll stay away from me.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I think some of the video I saw, there was a lot of contortionists,
Yeah. I saw that. Freaky.
Moving and freak. That's it. It was coming out. Freaky was coming out of my mouth. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. 3, I ordered me a new chair today. This one was one remote will actually stand me up and dump me out.
Somehow I can see that. I'm getting tossed across the room.
The first time he plops into it.
Yeah, get out.
The chair fights back. What's wrong with you?
You see one of his dogs flying across the room.
Sorry, guys. Hunted by the footrest. Well, Jay, I'm glad you got a new chair. What are we gonna do with the other one? We gotta put that like on display somewhere.
In a museum. I just can't see him giving up his chair, even if he bought a new one. It's not going to be the same.
Well, he'll break it in. Ben, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I put the link in chat. Somebody said put the link in chat, so there you go.
There it is.
Richie says, I hope they pick Stevie. No, I'd have fun if they picked me.
Yeah, I would too.
What's up, Ben?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not too much. How you been?
All right, bro. Working. Yeah, the other day I reacted. I had something like that really hit home, but
no, I know. I remember. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry for reacting like that, but I don't know.
Dude, listen, brother. How long you been around? There's no need whatsoever to apologize. Seriously.
Yeah. Man, I love y'all guys.
Well, we love you too, man. You've been, like I said, you've been with us a long time.
Yeah.
Your family.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it, but not necessary. Thank you, though.
No problem, man. Y'all been catching any fish lately?
She's at the pond right now at the church, but she's not fishing yet. I've been sick for the past week. I haven't really done any fishing.
Oh, okay. I've been working a lot, bro. I've been working a lot. And pretty soon, bro, I'm gonna be working straight days, so I don't know I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to get on at all. 5:30 to 2.
Well, that's not bad.
It's great, but I mean, I don't know about like coming on the show or talking to y'all, you know.
When you can, bro. You
Yeah,
know?
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You'll be missed.
For sure.
NAC says, Mogs, I'm getting a new phone next week and I can start joining live. Right on, man. I'd love to have you come on, David. So are these like permanent hours now?
Yeah, I work shift work right now. I'm a chemical plant operator, but I'm going to I'm getting a promotion into a straight day position, like a supervision thing. So I'm not gonna be able to like. So I worked yesterday and today, and I'm going back Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. But I'm going to be working from Monday through Friday from now on, from 5:30 to 2. So
That's cool.
yeah. The promotion is nice, but I mean, I like shift work too. But you know, the money's going to be a little bit better.
Yeah, and you know, you get into a routine. I mean, I didn't like changing. Like, I never liked working nights. Like, as far as graveyard shift, I did it with Home Depot for like a year.
Yeah.
But I was more like, you know, 9 to 5, 8 to 7, you know, whatever, you know, daytime hours I preferred to work.
Yeah.
A lot of times I ended up working 2 jobs anyway. So
yeah.
I did nights 10 years straight. Then the last 8 years day shift, and it was a hard transition, but I wouldn't go back to nights. Definitely not.
My schedule right now is you work from 5:30 to 5:30 in the days. So like Monday and Tuesday, during weekdays you work 2 days, then you go and work 3 nights. And then you go back the next time and work 3 days. Then the next time you work 3 nights. So your body really does not ever
adjust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's good money, but you know, it takes a toll on your body.
Yeah, I worked in Wisconsin. I worked at a plastics. We made plastic bags.
Yeah.
And that was we started when I started, it was 8-hour shifts, and then they went to 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, I worked 12s.
Yeah, and luckily I got on when we went 12s to the day shift. So I worked 6 to 6.
Yeah.
But that's a long day, especially doing what we were doing.
But I mean, they got different loaders and stuff that work during the day. They have different jobs during the day, but we would like the skeleton shift, like the operators at night that keep the plant running. You know, we do in the daytime. We write permits and lock out and tag out and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just ready to get away from all of that. I'm just, you know,
Sure.
Just ready to I'm ready to work straight days, mainly because, so my oldest son is 14, and he's interested in like working out and stuff like that, and I'll be able to go work out with him every day after work.
Right on.
So, yeah, my youngest is 10. I could maybe pull him into that, you know. just go and work out.
Throw them on the treadmill. I don't. 10-year-olds are
No,
still developing.
it could be weights, man. I'm trying to get them strong. Trying to get them strong.
Right on. I always remember that one kid that was like 10, 11, and he was a bodybuilder and he was all jacked.
That's who I used to be.
It looked weird on a little kid.
Not that little kid, but man, when I was in 7th grade, I did like tried bench pressing. I did like 110. Then like 8th grade, I think I put up like 125 or something like that. Then 9th grade, I put up like 200 pounds. Then 10th grade, I put up like 400 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, my kids have my genetics, so I'm going to try to get them to do that too. I was just on a good program.
Yeah, it's good to work out, if you're into that. I always got bored, man. I would make my own gyms in my garage or whatever, and I'd just get into it and then lose interest.
Yeah, I hear you.
Couldn't get that love of it.
But it's when you are younger, and you have this testosterone infusion in your body, and you're seeing these gains, bro. It's different,
Oh, sure. It's motivation.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. And you can see your gains. So I'm going to just go, I don't plan to gain much, but I haven't worked out really since high school. But I don't plan to gain much. Maybe I'll gain some strength, but I just want my boys to know how to work out. Right. So that's the main reason I'm taking this job. And plus the money,
Well, yeah. It's family first, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I'm glad it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Right on.
I've been working for this for a long time to try to do this kind of shit like this, man.
Yeah.
So finally, I'm getting a chance. So, man, I jumped all over that.
It's your time, man. Right on. I'm glad that happened for you.
Right. Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that.
With the kids. Who knows? Maybe you'll get in shape again.
Who? Me?
I don't know if you're.
I'm not in bad. I'm not in bad shape, bro.
Well, we don't know because we barely see you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I like to sit on my porch and just chill. I mean, I don't like looking at myself in the mirror, so I don't see why anybody else would like looking at me.
Oh, stop.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't want to horrify your guests.
No, we've seen you before.
Yeah, I know. Pretty
Derek
terrible.
McManus, how are you, man? Good to see you.
I know. Hi, Derek. I haven't seen him around.
Who else?
Hey, I'm gonna dip out real soon, but have y'all seen that Melba Ketchum is coming back? Not coming back, but like she's starting to talk now.
Yeah, I've seen Dukes.
Yeah, Dukes.
Bigfoot Radio. He's got an interview or two out there.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
You're right. And they have new. I mean, she didn't release anything yet, but they have new like stuff about like with Dogman and shit too.
Really?
Yeah, dude, really.
I hope she doesn't go that route.
But they've done it already.
You know what, though? If she does, maybe it's a good thing because maybe they can, for once, put it to rest of, is there evidence of it?
Sure. Yeah. I guess.
Definitely evidence for sure. Because y'all know.
I watched some of Dukes. I haven't seen it all. I watched some of the first show.
You ever talk to him anymore?
I haven't spoken to Duke in a while.
Okay. All right.
I'll have to reach out and say hi.
Yeah, man. That's the first time I talked to you.
No.
Yeah. Really. Mermaids too. Really. But there's so many, like, supposed to be so many different things Well, she's not saying. So the mother is I don't remember the technical terms for it, but the mother's genes are supposed to be human, and she's not releasing yet what the father's genes are, but they know what it is. And she's saying that she's sequenced like dogman genes, and so it could be. The only thing I could think of is like alien manipulation, really, like kind of like race, like building a certain thing and just putting it somewhere, like completely from the bottom with genetics. But I don't know. I don't know. But
I don't know, dude. I don't know what to think about Dogman. I just doesn't sound possible to me.
I didn't completely believe it until I heard Duke's thing with Melba Ketchum. So she said it was completely like a legitimate thing. So that's when I was like, okay, I guess this is real.
Stevie must have just lost signal. I don't know, dude. I'm still not on the fence with Bigfoot. I'm just like, to me, and I've been saying it all along, is one cryptid at a time.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to see a Bigfoot. I don't want to see a Dogman if they do exist.
Yeah, you're right. But then there's all these amalgamations of like human and some animal.
Chimera? Is that what
Yeah,
they call them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those are, I don't know, bro. If you think about like the ancient history, it's all reported in there, like in giants and stuff like that.
Well, Anubis was a jackal-headed human.
Human, yeah.
Saint Christopher in the Catholic religion is
definitely
a dog-headed man.
The cynocephaly.
Cynocephaly, yeah. They're out there, but I don't know. It's just.
I'd like to see all of them. I'd like to see all of them, bro. Really, I'm interested in cryptids because I know they exist.
I think my dog's having a dream. She's like whining in the little, like.
Yeah, I hear that.
I think my game's all the way up. Weird.
Yeah, but dude, watch those. Dude got 3 shows about that. Check them out. Just, for shits and giggles, bro. Just check them out.
Oh no, I watched. Like I said, I watched most of the first one, and that was when it shut off 5 minutes before it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Sit there and blame YouTube for it.
Yeah.
His outro was fine. He was able to do his outro. I think he just hit the wrong button.
Well, I'm ignorant about that, for real. I don't know anything about YouTube or how it works, but I don't know this port 2 and port 3.
No, I'll go check them out.
I felt it was teasing, for more information, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean?
What do you mean teasing for more information? When at the end of the?
Yeah, hold on for next time.
Oh yeah, no, but then he also first thing he did, he didn't skip a beat. He was like, "Oh well, the whole version is on. You can go check it out on Rumble."
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That was the first thing he said. He was like, yeah, go check the whole thing out on Rumble. So it was to promote, kill the last 5 minutes. So, and then go promote. So everybody ought to
Mm,
watch Rumble
I
for the
got
last
you.
5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's slick, but
yeah, I understand what you mean. But I mean, Melba Ketchum is a big name, and you'd have to believe her. I mean, I believe her.
well, you don't have to believe her.
You don't have to. You're right.
No, I'm
You're
just
right.
saying,
You don't.
Um,
But
but it's
she's
one
a
for, I
geneticist
mean,
that.
if it's legitimate, you're showing the evidence, of the graphs and the paperwork and all the results. If it's in black and white in front of you, yeah, you can't argue it.
I mean, but would you understand what all of those results mean? I know I wouldn't.
Not to read them, but to be talked about, I think we all can grasp it a little bit, and well, there's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
but I can't read a DNA sequence.
Yeah. A genome chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think there's something there, bro.
Miss Dill, how are you? Good to see you. All cryptids and shapeshifters are welcome here.
Yeah.
Hit that link if you want to come on and hang with us.
Folks.
You got something you want to talk about? Bring it. I'm not used to chat scrolling so quickly. Keep having to. Oh, there she is. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry.
Hey,
I don't know what's
Steve.
going on with the signal.
Here, let me post that.
That's a hibiscus, huh?
Yeah. I actually took that picture walking down a walkway. It was one single flower.
Okay.
Stopped and took a picture of it.
That's cool.
Surprised you knew the flower.
Well, who? Him or me?
Yeah, him.
Man, I know a lot of insignificant information.
Guilty. Me too.
Actually, that was taken down the walkway of the hotel that you locked me out of.
Never
Ooh.
like
Yeah. Sure.
You make it sound like you were outside in the cold. You were in a hallway.
It was cold. So I got in the hallway.
Till you got in the hallway.
I didn't think you heard me.
Funny. I even remember the room we were in, first floor.
Yep.
So you've been doing any fishing, Ben?
No, I've been doing a lot of working, dude.
I mean, on your time off, I don't know, dude.
Yeah. I've been trying in my pond, bro. The bass quit biting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to go fish with my dad's house in Vacherie.
Right on.
Vacherie, Louisiana. That's where I'm going to try to fish.
What are you fishing for?
Bass.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
There's a lake up here I want to check out. Lake Rousseau. It's not that far from here. It's a pretty big lake. It's supposed to be a good bass fishing lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Throw that Senko, bro. Telling you that Senko works.
Stevie's been knocking him dead on rubber worms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Weighted or unweighted?
Weighted. Just one little way.
Yeah, one little 1/8 ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
yeah,
a slip,
exactly.
little bullet.
Well, yeah,
slip.
that's all you need.
Yep.
It really is all you need.
Chessboard says, Miss Still, that gold bar you gave me, yeah, it was fake.
Yeah, I've been using the weedless hook. I like it over here
Mm.
with the
And
lily
it's been
pad.
working?
Oh yeah, big
What you
time.
using?
It's a weedless hook. It's got the weed guard on it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. All right. Cool. Is
Yeah,
the
as long as you can, hook your worm on properly, that's cool.
Oh yeah, took me a minute, but I got it.
so you're using a weedless hook with like you do in Texas rig?
A Texas rig, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Does the hook have weights on it, or you put your
No,
weights on the top?
put it on the top.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Shit.
Sits on
Yeah.
top like a little cap.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. You got those.
Yeah, this was messed up. Check this out. NAC just pointed out Bass Pro fisherman got knocked out of 100 grand because he didn't have a fishing license.
Get out! Are you kidding?
Yeah, he was. He was. I think he was set to win this thing, and he didn't have a fishing license.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
I mean, why would you not have one of them?
He was probably counting on somebody else to take care of that for him.
You would think.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Your responsibility to have a fishing license.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a slight oversight, but that's the first thing I do is get a damn fishing license.
I don't feel bad for that dude, bro. Not at all.
That's silly.
That sucks.
Yep. Any other fishing bass techniques you tried?
Who?
Stevie? You, Stevie.
Shiners, minnows.
So what are you fishing in? Like what are the conditions? Clear water? Stained water?
It's stained.
Yeah.
It's
Is there
more
vegetation?
like the tea water. It looks like tea, so it's
Yeah,
stained.
that's good water. So is there vegetation like on the bottom or anything?
Yeah, there is.
A lot of hydrilla.
Hydrilla, no shit.
There's
lily pads.
lily pads.
Wow, I would be throwing a top water frog. I'm telling you.
I've done that too. Haven't caught anything on it yet.
Yeah. You know how to walk the dog with them things?
I do. She knows.
He does. I know. I just haven't gotten it down real good yet. I haven't spent enough time with it. I'm kind of hooked on the worms because I can catch a lot with the worm.
What kind of worms are you using?
Anything I can find. Really.
Like real worms or like
No.
like culprit like ribbon tail or
No. Just
straight like a Senko.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Different colors work better than others out here anyway.
Yeah, you're right. What color you using? Watermelon?
I do a watermelon speckled, kind of a blue speckled watermelon.
Yeah.
Royal.
I actually tried like a pearl white the other day and caught a small one on it. Quick, like as soon as I dropped it over by lily pad. So
Banjo Mel. Oh yeah, they'll hit it like that. But if you fishing like on the top, so you can use a Senko a bunch of different ways. If you fishing on the top, you can kind of jerk it real fast and make it look like a swimming, like a bait fish trying to get away. And you want to use lighter colors, but if on the bottom, you want to use the darker colors, like a watermelon.
yeah, and that's what I do. I drop it, kind of bob it.
Yeah, but
I dangle it in front of them.
I don't question how she does it.
What'd you say?
I said you catch fish, so I don't question your how you do it, your technique.
Right.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm just trying to give you like a pointer or two. That's
Oh,
all.
no, that's
Throw them out
cool.
there. Keep throwing
Yeah,
them out
right.
there.
So,
You don't hear me complain.
so you use a weed guard on your Texas rig?
I just started. The other day when I caught the one, it dropped right in between my feet, and I went to grab it and sliced my thumb open. That's what I
Oh,
was using was the hook with the weed
weed
guard.
guard.
That was the first time, and it was quick. I was able to get it back there in the lily pads and pull it right out. It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So whenever you fish a Texas rig, you put it through the top part, and you bring it back and put the you put the hook embedded in the body, right?
Wait, say that again.
It's not. It's
So
just runs. It goes through the body, and then it runs parallel. It just
Parallel to it.
right along
no,
the
Yeah.
bottom.
don't even do parallel, bro. Just put it right in the body.
Well, I've tried that
But
too,
she's
and
got,
I
but
don't
she's
out
got the
here.
weed guard on. You can do that
Yeah.
with a regular hook, but the weed guard, you got to go through it. You can't leave it embedded
I
in the
wouldn't.
body.
There's no reason to use a weed guard with Texas
No,
rigs.
I
Though.
get it. I know, but these are the hooks she decided to use, so they're working.
But I'm saying
All right, that's
I
cool.
leave
I don't use those
if I
hooks.
That's cool.
if I leave the hook in,
Yeah.
if I don't run it parallel, I can't hook it as good out here. It seems. I don't know why. I mean, I've tried it both ways. I've tried to leave it in, and I'll land one. I just can't hook it. I don't
You got
know
to set the
if
hook
it's
better in the beginning.
yeah. I think that's what it is. But it's easier
That's
for
really
me
what you have
to
to do. Is
yeah.
Stevie, how you set the
Well,
hook? How you set that hook, babe?
I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't even answer that honestly.
So look, you whenever you feel a bite and you pick up your rod, you can feel that weight, the fish's weight.
Well, no, I'm holding the rod. I don't grab it right as soon as it bites. I kind of let it take it for a second,
No,
and then
you reel all the slack down and you point your rod straight at the fish. When
you're
you
trying to
point
tell
it,
me how to fish, and I'm getting it. I fish. I can't explain it. I'm
all right,
pretty sure I know what I'm doing.
all right. You
Trust
take
me,
all the
dude.
slack out and then you set that hook hard.
yeah, I think like with Stevie, and I've seen her do it, and it's not a bad thing. You're catching fish, but you'll start cranking before you'll start reeling in before you set the hook, and you think it's set, but the first thing is set that hook is just give him that slack reel down. You've seen me do it. I know I've seen you do it too. So you just pull back. That's and you won't need a weed guard hook if you leave it in the worm.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
It's
So
harder,
you know how
harder to set the hook with the. You have to put a little more effort into it when it.
I use the weed guard more for when I bring it close to the bank here because the water's been so low. You can't help but get
As long
tangled.
as it's working, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
yeah. What are you doing?
I'm laughing because I know what you're saying, Mogs, but we haven't fished out here for a long time together. So no, I used to do that. I'm more controlled now.
Donald says, "Rip the lips off them, Stevie."
All right, Stevie, listen, think about this. So you know how you can feel a fish that's biting your line? They can feel the same shit, like some tension from your line. So you want to reel it down without letting them feel any tension.
Without moving that worm.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Let them think they're just holding something like with no tension on it. You reel it down and then you just snap it back.
Oh, she knows. She knows, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never fished with y'all.
I got it. Thank you.
Jeff, what's happening? Pine Island Research. He says twerk and jerk. A pearl white Senko or Sluggo, sink and twitch, stays in the strike longer on woodage.
He's right. He's absolutely right. I use them plenty times.
Matter of fact, I bought a pack of the pearl whites and they're in your truck.
Are they? Right on.
Yeah,
Now I
I
don't have to
remember.
go.
Remember you asked me, was there anything else I was forgetting? I forgot my
Yeah.
words.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Moses fishing talk.
I figure we just drive Miss Dill crazy for a little while.
Yeah, why not?
She says, "Let me know when fish talk is over, please."
I said secretly she'd
Hey,
outfish us all, you know?
No, man,
he's a closet fisher person.
Right?
I bet. Yeah, but
Stop mansplaining how to fish. Stevie got this.
Thank you.
all right, cool. I mean, yeah, point taken. Definitely, definitely.
So I put it up earlier, but Chessboard said that the lures, he's sending them out. He'll email you tomorrow or something.
Oh,
Stevie,
thank you, chessboard.
What kind of lures?
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Hey,
He
Like
got
Christmas.
Stevie some. He got Michael Haywood some, and myself. I didn't receive any. I'm sure they'll get sent to Stevie's.
wow,
It's like Christmas, you know?
man. You know what else works really good? You ever try a flat bill crankbait?
Um,
I haven't, but I have a few.
Man, those things work really, really well.
they're not really good around weeds, though, right?
I mean,
Or for
if
hard
you
bottom.
well, it's made to deflect off a hard structure like wood and stuff. But if you can bring it to the top of the weeds and let it float up, bring it down to the top of the weeds again, let it float back up, you can catch fish. You really will.
Kelly
There's
Maltby, welcome.
so many ways.
Oh, and that's a thing. All these different lures, all these worms, they're all meant to do the same exact thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Find something that works.
yeah,
Stick with it.
yeah. That's true. You're right.
And then once you mastered that rubber worm or whatever, and you know how to catch fish with that, then try something else. Go to because I throw shit out. I'm always changing lures out, and I take them off pretty quick because they don't work when I want them to work. So I go back to rubber worm.
Yeah, a Senko is the most reliable bait ever. Really.
Well, out here at the church, the turtles have taken over this one side, my favorite side. So it doesn't make sense for me to spend the money on, live bait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
to feed the turtles.
Well,
You're
they've
right.
even gone after the rubber worms, haven't they?
They do. I kind of have fun with them because they realize quick that it's nothing, but I think it kind of scares them off a little bit once they realize, because they'll stay on the banks after one of them latches on. But I sent Mogs a little video of turtle that got my worm and bobber, and you see my bobber just swimming real fast across the pond. I'm over there cussing. I just put that bobber on.
The line broke and the turtle had the hook in its mouth and the bobber and just was cruising along.
But yeah.
Pretty quick. I was a little mad. I just took that bobber out of the package.
And there was no way to get to it. Like she saw it on the shoreline, like on the opposite shoreline, the bobber.
It's all the way across on the other side. I can't even walk around it.
Get that hook out of that turtle's mouth.
Yeah, that's not even. Yeah, I'd cut the line, bro.
Oh no! I'm guilty of leaving a hook or two, but it's because they broke the line. But
it'll rust out. It'll rust out. It'll be good.
Take the hook out.
Yeah, I was trying to get my wife to say hello, but she went in, so she don't want to be on YouTube.
It's all good. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
You're right. You're right. I can't even believe I'm on fucking YouTube.
I'll
I
get
don't.
out.
It's not mine either, bro. But shit, y'all cool. Y'all cool to bullshit with.
It's like hanging out. It's just hanging out.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Sometimes you forget that there's how many
There's
people
people
watching?
watching and listening to us.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, you're right about that. I don't even want to think about that. I don't like that.
This still says, "Off with their fish heads." Hit that link if you want to join us. Change the subject. You want to talk about something else? Come on, bring it.
Where's Jeff, man? I want to see what he thinks about Melba Ketchum's things.
Let me throw it in there.
Well, one
too.
thing I was gonna say, I pretty sure it was in Duke's chat when he did the second premiere. I'm not sure which one, but they were talking about. I saw somebody wrote Steve Ishtal is promoting Ketchum's research. There's I guess a GoFundMe out there for supporting that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. I think it's cool that people are supporting the ideas of trying to figure this thing out,
Yeah. I think it is too, because I think we're being lied to. But at the same time, I've never seen Bigfoot or Dogman or nothing. And I've been fishing since I was like 12 in the fucking swamps of Louisiana. I've heard something that was probably Bigfoot, I guess, but I don't know.
I've heard a lot. I mean, not a lot, but I've heard more. What I saw up there with Jay and Judy, I don't know what the hell that was.
French bulldog. Fuck about this bulldog. I can't do anything. I can't do what I want to do right now. I have to go to my.
What's your favorite kind of hook, Stevie B?
I don't know. I don't really have a favorite.
Pretty good. Gamakatsu and Owner are pretty good.
I think that
reliable hookups. I mean, seriously.
I have to look. I'm not even sure what I have on there now.
Do you check your line like at least like the about like 2 foot above it for like kinks or any kind of nicks?
Or fray or yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's good. Sure. What kind of knot you use?
You're asking me names.
All right. I'm a little confused.
What's wrong?
Well, here I see Old Buzzard on my thing made a comment, and I didn't want to bring it up, but I can't find anything Old Buzzard said on here. Did somebody ban him?
It couldn't have been me because I don't
want to ban, and nobody should have banned him. So unban him. You guys can do that, okay. And just block the comment.
I can't. I'm on my phone. I'm on the show.
No, not you.
Yeah. I was like, it wasn't me.
While Moses is doing that, how do you tie a knot?
The what is it? The polymer knot.
There you go.
Is that what it,
yeah. Okay. How many turns?
Oh, I don't know.
How many?
6 turns.
Not on a polymer.
No, not on a polymer. That's just the basic knot.
Okay. So Palomar knot is what?
Put it through the eye. Put it back through the same way you came through, so you have a loop and the hook's hanging on the loop.
Oh yeah. That's what I used to. Yeah.
Pass it through. Pass the hook through, or your bait, and cinch it up.
Okay, cool.
Wet it.
It's like one of the strongest knots out there. So
that's what I used to. I didn't know what it was called, but that's what I used to. I watched. I mean, shit, that's the best night ever.
Yeah, it's the only one that I can do. My hands are so jacked up. I had a hard time
Yeah.
actually trying to get it down, but now I'm good with it.
I'm
But yeah.
glad. That's what you got to do.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay,
It
well,
hasn't failed me.
Bill, do me the favor of just remove the that comment that I'm referring to. But I don't see him for some reason in here. Why not? That's weird. Now he's there.
Oh,
I see him. Y'all tripping. He said,
you could look at chat. Wow, I'm not even gonna try.
All right.
well,
No,
if
no.
I look at chat, I can't see you guys. It covers up
I
the
didn't mean to
screen.
make a big deal of this. I just couldn't see him.
Man, it's all good, man. It's your show anyway, bro.
Buzzard said he removed it.
Thank you. It was just a little unnecessary, Buzzard. It was kind of gross. That's why I was like, no, yeah, let's get rid of that. I'm not mad at you or anything. You're cool. Just damn.
I don't want to know.
Nope.
No, I'm saying if you're saying it was gross, I don't want to know.
Yeah, no. It's like, oh, come on, dude. It offended, I'm sure. So how are you, Bill? Good to see you. Who else?
It's awkward.
I don't know why I couldn't see him on the. I went top chat, live chat, couldn't find him. But then he showed up. That was weird.
He's saying he knows he knew it after he read it. He removed it.
Right on.
And then LMAO.
It was kind of brutal. I was like, oh. No, I wouldn't recommend using that as bait, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
It had to be filtered by YouTube. I didn't see it. No, it wasn't filtered. I don't have any blocks on, so it's not like it's got nothing that is said is held for review. Some channels, kid friendly, they will hold, there's keywords that trigger and it'll be held for review. And if you're a moderator, you can decide whether or not you want to allow that comment in or not. Me, I just say fuck it and see what happens, and that's what I get.
Michael Hayward said, "Damn, I can't
good.
take Buzzard nowhere."
It was that bad, bro?
I'm not going to repeat it.
All right, cool.
It was just gross, and
Well, I see what Brandy wrote.
Women would have cringed.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yep.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to bring all this attention to that shit, but I just couldn't find it. Where are we at? Hour 19 minutes.
Wow.
Well, guys, we still have 40 minutes left. If anybody wants to pop on, the link is in chat. I know Still's been putting it in chat.
Wow.
And it won't let me go back any further, of course. Oh, wait, no, I know how to do that.
Now you got everybody scrolling back, looking to see what he wrote if they didn't see it the first time.
Mm.
But if he removed it, you won't see it. We won't.
Y'all can talk. Go ahead.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
Hey, babe. Nothing. Sitting here.
Sitting there. How was your day?
It was all right. It went by quick. I worked all day.
Yeah, me too.
First day off. First day back after 2 days off. It's always a mess. Lots to do.
Yeah.
Clean up everybody's messes.
I got Jeff sitting back here. I just looked down and he's all like waiting patiently.
Oh, man.
I've only been here a couple seconds, so.
What's
right
up,
on.
Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Jeff. What's up, buddy?
I promise I'm not going to come on here and give Stevie any fishing
Fishing.
Tips.
instructions.
Hey, Jeff, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
You are very knowledgeable in this subject, and you really
I
studied
don't know
it.
about that, but
Well, I would say you are. I mean, to me, you are. You know, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'd say for me, you are. What do you think about the Bigfoot Genome Project or Melba Ketchum's?
well, I mean, my professional opinion on it is
Yeah.
if people don't like it, they shouldn't donate to it. I mean,
Okay.
it's that simple.
True.
You know, if you find value in something, you're going to give your money to it. If you don't see the value in it for whatever reason, you don't. But
I mean, what do you think? What do you think about the veracity of it?
I think that DNA will play a big role in at least identifying if there's something out there with part human DNA
Yeah.
that is bipedal. That's not going to be good enough for science to identify what that thing is.
Yeah.
But I believe that short of a body, it'll get you as close, probably closer than most any other area of evidence. However, what your problem is you know, what I know, for instance, what I know about Mogs is if I don't know him personally, if I don't have an opportunity to build an opinion of integrity from being around him personally, I
Yeah.
only know what I hear, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that's what's really clouded up the water here. There's a lot of things that people have tried to prove, both in a positive and a negative way, about her past efforts. And
Okay.
you can take that for what it's worth. I would be more concerned about what somebody would have to say and be able to prove about somebody's personal, you know, about their person, about who they are.
Yeah.
My biggest concern here is that people will go out and research and make mistakes, and they're going to keep trying, right? Even after they make a mistake. And so, you know, people, it's easy to judge somebody on their last project, right? I get that. But my concern is when you see people making comments about her as a person or her integrity and things like that, I've seen plenty of negative out there, and some of it may be very true, but I've never researched it or verified that. And I don't know that most people have, you know.
Yeah.
I see comments where somebody said at one point that she was in trouble for testifying at a murder trial, and it turned out she lied under oath. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
If it was, that alone would probably keep me from supporting something somebody's face is attached to. And
Sure.
I'm not speaking against her when I say that, because I don't know if that's true or not.
I understand, but that would impede her credibility, right?
I think at this point, if she really, I'm worried more about an ego problem here, Ben, because
Okay. All right.
If she really has a plan that she feels is effective and has an opportunity to work, and it's not just a way to make money off of somebody.
Okay.
If she thinks there's a successful way to do this, I think her choosing to put her face at the forefront of it is probably a bigger mistake than what Budweiser recently made in marketing.
Boy,
Really?
did they fuck up? Boy, did
Yeah,
they
no,
fuck up?
you think it's a bigger mistake than that? That's pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
you know, I here's my thing. I think that instead of it being Melba Ketchum and this project, if I really had a plan and I thought I could do this, I would want to put so much of this in the hands of the labs and the integrity. I want your integrity to be based on how I'm going to do it and who I'm going to use to do this rather than me. That's the only thing I'm saying.
But Jeff, you know how she did it, right? You know, I'm sure you know all about this, right?
About what, her past project or this project?
No, her genome study where she sent it out to blind. She sent it blindly to different labs and stuff, and
I
they
don't.
all came.
Again,
go
I
ahead.
don't know for sure exactly what she did. I'm sure a lot of that is documented. I haven't put a lot of study into that. I know
Understandable.
my future, you know, I have a year and a half in front of me of a project that's going to involve DNA, but I am involving very few people from the Bigfoot community in it. I'm relying on scientists who use these techniques
Wow.
already
Yeah,
to bring to
definitely.
the forefront the discovery of new species and things like that using DNA.
Is this the mosquito thing or?
Yeah, the vector collection. But
Right on.
you know, for me, it has to go to one lab, and then it has to go to a second lab, and those labs aren't even aware of who each other are.
Yeah.
And the one set of results will be, you know, purged to the other set of results to make sure they align. And I don't want there to be I'm writing you a check, therefore you're already swayed by the result I'm hoping to achieve. There should be no bias there.
Yeah, understandable for sure.
So if you can get scientists and their labs to come on board a project and say, we do have an interest in putting a thumbs up or a thumbs down to this whole phenomena. Let's see what we can do. And I'm not influencing them with money to do it. I'm telling them straight out, if we test 10,000 samples and in the end there's nothing and you want to put a thumbs down to it, go for it. Do it.
Okay.
You should put a thumbs down to it
Absolutely.
at that point.
You're right, bro. I agree.
And so I think that's the way it needs to be done. The worry here of anybody who looks at this project that she's doing,
Notoriety.
I think has little to do with her. It's that there is there's a hopeful optimism that it shows one way more than the other, and that's skewed right out of the gate, you know.
Yeah.
So Jeff, how many labs do you plan on sending your samples to?
I have 2 labs right now. Well, I shouldn't say labs. Let's call them collectives of professionals in science with 2 different universities. And I've never met with someone from the one university while meeting with the other one. They're unaware of who they are. And neither of them are North Carolina and Darby Orcutt or anything like that. I wanted to be even separate from that because his university and he's already in a project with Doug with Legend Meet Science too. So I don't want people saying, well, you're just using the same one they are. So of course I really want this to be a neutral, feel free to shoot it down if that's where your data leads you to the scientists that are involved.
Well, I think that was my next question. I was going to ask you, do you know of how many other studies that you're aware of that are out there?
I'm not really aware of it. I know there's none of them doing it with vector.
Well, not the same as yours, but say even with hair.
DNA studies.
You know,
DNA studies. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. When I read about in the past 6, 7, 8 years of people who have said I had this tested at a lab, this and that, I don't even know where those places were. I'm not only unaware of how many studies are going on now, all these supposed studies that have been done in the past, I've seen very little for actual results and where they were done at.
Yeah, it's always
nothing's
they were
transparent. It
contaminated.
feels like,
right.
There's just no transparency in this. So, and I think that's why when people look at DNA, they say, "Oh, it's bullshit. It ain't gonna work," because it's not so much the technique that was bad or the technology that was bad. It was the method that was bad. And, the way that, first of all, whatever I come up with results, I'd never charge somebody $1 to find out what they were. I don't get that. I just don't.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Right now, when the first Kickstarter came out on that genome project, it basically said if you give X amount of dollars, and it was a large amount, that you would not only be privy to all the stuff that's being collected here, but you'd also be privy and given the results from all the stuff in the past. And I'm thinking, why should somebody have to donate anything to be privy to anything that was collected in the past? Whatever results were there should have been transparent.
That's definitely understandable. If that's correct, it's understandable. I don't know. I haven't,
Flatrock says there were 2 DNA studies before the Genome Project, from what I heard at conference.
Well, and I don't know details of it, but like when I hear about, I'm a big fan of people who are with the project I'm going to mention. I like Shane Corson. I like Amy Boo, but when it comes to the Olympic project, when they were talking about the nests and stuff like that, there's this, we had this tested, we had that tested. Where's the results? Show me where it said negative, even if it says negative. I get stuck on that. I don't get why.
Well, you should get stuck on it. If you're going to say we had it tested, well, show us the results.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
I mean, otherwise, what's the point?
What's the point of having it tested?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I think the biggest problem is up until now, people have viewed DNA as being an expensive process. Numbers are out there. They're old numbers, but numbers, $5,000 to test it. If you're going to test it to an advanced state, it could be $10,000 to test it. And that's per sample. But, that's walking into the grocery store and pulling out a checkbook, I mean, that I don't. And quite honestly, if somebody's going to write that check, the results they get, they probably have the proprietary right to choose to do whatever they want to with those results, whether it be make them public or not. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get outside of the Bigfoot room that we're in, get outside of the corner of the room that we're in, and look at what has been done in virus pathogen transfer rates using mosquitoes and vectors to collect the samples, and how accurate was it and how capable was it. And then you look at the last 2 species of butterflies that were proven to be brand new. How did they go about that, and how did that testing go? And I started realizing the equipment that they used were designed for that specific project and how they did it. I started realizing the value of, if you can partner with a lab and say, look, let's go out and collect 10,000 vertebrate mammal blood samples. collected by mosquitoes from different areas: Vancouver, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alaska, Washington State, Florida. But the problem with doing it down south is you've got to really be remote. I mean, a mosquito can fly 30 miles in its lifetime of, 3-4 days. You got to be really isolated in these areas that you do it, so you don't get human samples, right? But if you could collect 10,000 samples, and you're showing every vertebrate mammal in that area, you've got samples of fox, you've got samples of elk, everything that's there. And in 10,000 samples, you don't have a Bigfoot sample. If those scientists want to say, in our minds, it just seems unlikely that if this creature exists, that we wouldn't have collected a sample, so therefore they put a thumbs down to it, I'm okay with that.
Just means it didn't exist in that area.
It might not stop you from collecting samples, but you know what? I can't blame them for coming to that conclusion.
Yeah.
I can't skew them with my experience or my encounter and say, you guys are wrong, And I can't go look for scientists that are Bigfoot believer friendly to do it. I mean, nothing's balanced.
You're doing it an injustice. It's not. If you're going to do it right.
It just comes down to that scientific method and applying it in any type of research. If you don't have factual data that proves something, and all you have is data that's made you lead or draw an opinion or an hypothesis, you have to work as tenaciously to disprove your hypothesis as you do to prove it. That you have to do that. And I don't see how any of these studies in the past have been set up to do that.
Okay.
No, they've all been one-sided.
Well, they've been biased to some degree. I mean, maybe not, some more than others, but But I don't have anything personal against Melba Ketchum. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand where, if she really believes that this thing is going to work, I myself, if I'm her, looking at what I've gone through and what I've endured, I would try to make this about the process and the labs and the science rather than me. Anytime somebody talks about it, I wouldn't even want them mentioning my name. And if I'm going to be the one who sets up a Kickstarter and put my name on it, they're going to talk about me. And I just don't think that was the right way to go about it for her. It doesn't mean that I think she's a horrible person. I just think there was a better way to promote it and raise the money.
Yeah, you might be right. Definitely.
By not putting her name on it. Yeah. WTF Mike, what's up? He says, am I hearing this right? Is Jeff saying what I've been saying forever? Let me write this down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, the thing is there isn't a definitive recipe to bake the right cake that's going to work here. So anybody who's trying something different, anybody who's putting forth an effort to do something that they believe will work, I have nothing bad to say about those efforts. However, if you're going to start looking for public funding for it, you can't blame people for looking at the background and what the history is and where the integrity lies in it and the process and where the potential mistakes are likely to be made and things like it's always going to happen. You don't have to be in Bigfoot. That's part of business planning and marketing, But, and it was a horrible analogy, the Budweiser thing, but kind of the same deal. Budweiser probably could have went about doing what they planned on doing in a different way and not.
Yeah. I used to drink ultras, bro. I found out they made by Budweiser. I don't drink them anymore. I drink Coors Light.
Well, a lot of people made that decision, but.
Stevie, what are you using? Are you using your phone?
I'm on my phone. Why? Is it bad?
Well, we're getting an echo. I don't know
It
why.
was
It's
horrible.
weird. Because even when someone else is talking, you can see the ring around your flower moving, so your
Yeah,
microphone.
I noticed that, but let me see.
Hey Jeff, I got a question, man. How is the Vic Cundiff in real life?
Well, it's a good example of when I say I don't have to really agree with somebody to be able to learn something from them.
Yeah.
I mean, Vic Cundiff is a very pro dog man. I mean, he has a lot of different channels and different lines out there that he nurtures, and
Yeah.
personally, what
I
he
heard
does
somebody. I heard somebody on one of them.
when he's not making a production for one of his channels.
Yeah.
One of the things he does in his personal life is he offers emotional support and kind of psychological counseling to people who have had dogman encounters specifically.
That's good, man.
And so as somebody who I don't really subscribe to the dogman thing as far as a flesh and blood approach, I think if it were real, it'd have to be some type of a supernatural explanation to it.
Understandable.
I just don't see that genomic slot it could fit into,
Yeah.
But when it comes to Vic himself, Vic is probably one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet in your life.
Okay, cool. All right. That's cool. Good to know. Because does he sound like he does on the radio, like on YouTube?
I'm sorry, Ben. I'm just reading what Muggs had put up there.
Well, Raptor's saying, hello, Mugs. Please don't listen to Jeff. If you're trying to go to mainstream, go with it. If not, please don't. He doesn't do research. Good luck.
Yeah. He's
once again,
come on
Raptor.
Up, Raptor. Come on up, Raptor. I gave you an invite to come on my show and talk about it. Guess who never showed up, Raptor? Come on.
You're a little misinformed, dude. He does.
Yeah, guys, I was just gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce off.
All right, Stevie.
Hey, good night, baby.
Good to
Kiss
see
her.
everybody.
Talk to you in a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for coming on. All right.
Anyways, what were you saying, Ben? What were you asking me about?
Just about Vic Cundiff, right?
Yeah.
I was
He's
saying
really a nice guy. I mean,
yeah.
When he asked me to share my encounter on his channel, I did that. And he stayed in contact with me for like the following month, sending me messages saying, I know that you're writing a book. If you ever want to promote it on any of my channels, feel free.
Yeah.
Just let me know what I can do to help. And I'm just like, I didn't ask him for any of that. He's just that nice,
Yeah, man. I was listening to those, bro. That's the banjo music, right?
Yes, that's my Bigfoot sighting.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was yours? Number 63 there, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it was number 63. I mean, he's got like around 80, some 90 of
I just re-listened to it the other day, actually.
I really like the post-production he puts in that. First of all, these aren't emails that are being read. These are coming from the people who had these experiences.
Absolutely.
And what he does is he doesn't put background images. All you hear is their voice.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't put up background CGI created images of fake Bigfoot or any of that bullshit. Yeah. It's like if you're talking about fishing along the river when something happened, he's showing a river flowing. I mean, he's just kind of trying to show the video graphics that kind of work that take you on the little journey that you're listening to. And
yeah, I stumbled upon my Bigfoot encounter. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
my Bigfoot sighting.
Yeah, my Bigfoot sighting. Yeah, I was listening to a few, and I heard your voice. I was like, damn, I know this dude.
I've never turned anybody down I shouldn't say that. I have turned people down, but I haven't had a lot of people ask me, will you come on and share your encounter? I mean, I did it with Cornell Hannity. I did it with Joe's channel. I did it with Brian King Sharp. He was one of the first ones I shared it on. But there's literally been probably 7 or 8 times where I've shared that over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But Vic was really pretty. I just thought that his communication style, and you can just tell he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know what he was asking you or anything, but the way that you conveyed your encounter was compelling. It was
He
really
doesn't. That's
interesting.
the thing, is he doesn't want to get into that at all. He said, "I'm going to ask you to state your name and state, the opening line. This happened wherever. You know what I mean?" And then
Yeah.
he says, "After that, you take as much time as you want to tell about your encounter." He does not get involved in that. He does not influence how you say
He does
something
an
or
interview.
anything.
He just, yeah.
Man, that's cool.
Now, the one thing I didn't like is, he
Banjo music.
knows how to promote something to get the most clicks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, I said this was my Sasquatch encounter in Manitoba when I was 18. And then it comes out and it says I was attacked by a 10-foot Sasquatch. And I'm like, I never told him to call it
Yeah.
that. And 2, despite the fact that this thing threw a branch or a small log at me, I
Yes,
never
man.
felt that I was
Should have been
attacked.
assaulted.
I never felt that I was attacked by anything. I felt that I was trespassing and it was pissed. But
Yeah.
if it wanted to hurt me, dude, I wouldn't have gotten off of that island. There's no doubt about it. It had no intention to, kill me or anything
Yeah,
like that. It just
sure.
wanted me to leave, which I think all of them that come into encounters with humans, they just want them to leave. But, the way he kind of marketed it seemed a little over the top. But
Okay. I mean, but it was it was an intriguing episode for sure.
Flyby Stu, how are you? Helton, good to see you. AK Fasterman. There was someone else I missed. Sorry. How was it?
It's all right, fellas, man. I've been up since 2:00. I gotta go to bed.
Don't let us keep you up.
I had a good time, buddy.
Hey, good luck with your new position, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great.
yeah, no matter how rough the schedule gets, make sure you're getting some sleep, man. That'll wear you down fast if you don't.
Yes, sir. All right, Jeff. Good to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I will go.
Take care, man.
All right.
Thanks. Where are we at? Jeez. 12 minutes left, guys.
12 minutes. What can we do to make 12 minutes fly by really fast?
Elton says I was a hippie. I know there was somebody else I missed. I don't know. It doesn't. You know who you are. I apologize.
I have a hard time keeping up with it. You get an awful lot of live viewers. You got 56.
No, chat was flying tonight. there was a lot more people in chat tonight than there's been in a while.
Well, I think when the talk gets heavy into fishing, like half of the chat who's not really into fishing, the conversations just get flying because they kind of start their own show on the side.
It's like Dale going, oh, look at the time fishing started. Gee, let's go do something else.
Yeah.
Anita, it's good to see you. Hope you're feeling well. She's gonna bounce too. Good luck with the doctor.
Yeah, we've had so many people in our chats that are dealing with, some health stuff and talking about doctor's appointments. I really hope now that spring's here that people can get outside, get some fresh air, and get their health ramped up,
Yeah, absolutely. Grasshopper says, Mogs and I have stuff in common. We do.
We're going to be heading up to the Boundary Waters here in a couple weeks. Got to get my kid graduated, and then that Memorial, I didn't want to do it over Memorial Day weekend, but there's like 4 days that we're going to go up and kayak the Boundary Waters and check out a couple of these sites that have had sightings in the last 2 years at them. That should be kind of fun. There's kind of a little bit more of a remote area of the Boundary Waters that it's not your typical launch points, you know. There's like 3 or 4 big spots that you can go to where there's lodges and stuff and launch into the Boundary Water system. But there's all kinds of dead end fire trails that roll right up to a lake in the Boundary Waters where you could start there too, you know. You just have to have all your own equipment, and you know, you don't need any outfitters or anything like that. But
now, it's the Boundary Waters, but it's also, they call it something to do with canoe. What is it?
Well, it's the BWCA. So it's the Boundary Waters canoe area. You got like 700 lakes that are pretty much all connected into systems. You know, the lakes are all different sizes, but this, you know, you might go up a 100-yard creek that attaches one to the other, or it might be 3-4 miles to get to the next one. But there's primitive campsites set up, like 1,000 of them throughout the whole system, and it's kind of a first come first serve that night. And depending on where you're at in the system, I mean, you could kayak for 3 days and never see another person. Sure. Or you may be in a popular area where they're all over, you know, where people are all over. But there's no outboard motors or gas motors. Everything's either canoes and kayaks. So you have to hoof in everything you're going to utilize: your tent, sleeping bag, everything in a. Like for us, when I go kayaking, there'll be 2 or 3 of us kayaking, but then we have 2 people in a canoe, because the canoe is really the only way to haul a couple tents and a cooler and things like that. But I'll make sure when I'm out there, I'm just roasting marshmallows and not doing any research, so don't upset anybody.
No, that sounds so cool. You know, I just, there's a lot of kayaking I can do down here where you get into those. There's a lot of islands out here that I want to check out. But it's, you know, it's kind of different.
You got a whole different environment when you start talking about alligators and 14-foot long snakes and stuff. I mean, I would.
Well, they're more south. The snakes. I don't think they've made it this far north. Sharon, take care. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
I mean, we have all of our things that you would worry about are going to be on land. I mean, you've got pretty big bear population. You got a really large mountain lion population, and there's wolves. But you know, when you're out on the water, you don't have to worry about dipping your foot in the water and an alligator taking off. You know. But
no, you get shark here, and you know,
water moccasins, and you guys got a whole list. Then the number of, I mean, we've got a few poisonous spiders up here, but nothing like what you guys got.
Dude, I saw a spider the other day. It was almost the size of my hand. Tripped me out. Aerosmith was my band. I saw them.
God, I don't.
Back in the 70s. He's got a point, though. WTF Mike says, alligator, hell, have you seen the muskie that come out of the Boundary Waters?
Oh, yeah. We were just talking, I was talking about that with Joe the other day he was talking about loon behavior, and, you know, how their little loons ride on mama's back. And I said, you know, we got 30, 40, 50 pound muskie up here who eat adult loons.
Yeah.
I mean, little ones don't last long in a lot of those lakes with northern pike and muskie and
getting 50-inch muskies at least. Yeah, those are even northerns will eat ducks and baby ducks.
Well, white WTF Mike says bear fucking swim, Jeff. Yeah, but you can usually see them coming. They don't usually swim underwater like like alligators and
Yeah, there's this where we went kayaking last time, Stevie and I. There just seems to be one alligator that hangs out in this whole area. It's like I'm sure there's more, but I've only seen one.
yeah. Well, one's really all it takes for you to say, ooh, don't go too close to. But
yeah,
you're right. I mean, it's really not any different than swimming in the Gulf, or there's predators all over there that could be a risk. I mean, it's not likely,
Well, in this area, like I go down to the state park down the street, and it says no swimming. There are alligators present.
When I'm in the boundary waters up there, for me, the biggest risk isn't bears or mountain lions. It's really other humans.
Other people. Good night, Belle. Good to see you. Don't be a stranger. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, well, it's basically anywhere you go. That's the one thing you really should worry about is other humans.
Whatever you do, don't block him, Moogs. Don't block him.
Who?
Raptor said, I apologize. Block me to whatever you got to do. I don't get why people say some things they do, but then they have to turn around, flip around, and play the victim afterwards. It's just ridiculous.
I'm not going to block anybody.
No.
I blocked someone the other day. They're staying blocked. 1, 2, 3, not it. She doesn't want to be the last one out the door to clean up the mess. That's funny.
3 Dog Night were my heroes. Right. Boy, that was big news yesterday. Gordon Lightfoot passing away.
Yeah, that was. I found out this morning. That's sad.
It's sad. What's really sad though is what it made me think about was that so many of these actors and musicians that were just so iconic to our generation
are gonna start.
Dude, I'm surprised, honestly, when you look at the number of them that are out there, that they aren't like 3 or 4 big names passing away every day. I mean, they're all in their 70s and 80s now. A lot of them are. And so we're going to be looking at the coming decade of seeing a lot of famous names that we really associated to in the 70s and 80s, that are at that age now, But
yeah, well, 84, that's a long life.
Yeah.
But a lot of his songs were covered by so many different other people. Dylan, who else?
He wasn't just a good singer or a musician. He really, in my mind, his biggest gift was his writing, his ability to write.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why hardly nobody really covered the Edmund Fitzgerald, because it was so iconic that he wrote that for that community of people. And I think other artists were like, man, that'd be a great song to cover, but that's too sacred ground to walk on, But
it's a long, what? Let me do it. Whatever, dude. You can rant all you want. I'm not even going to address it. Wait. If someone starts singing Sundown, I'm kicking you in the shin. Better take care, Mike. I can sing that song. I like that song.
I love that song.
It's one of his best songs.
Yeah, that was.
I think it was his number one song was Sundown, I think. But like, if you can read my mind, that was done by a few people, different artists.
Yeah. And there's so many artists that when you hear kind of reminds you of him too, even though they aren't covering his songs. Like I remember is it Buffalo Springfield or whatever what was his big song that he did? Anyway, yeah, every time I hear that song, I think, man, it sounds like Gordon Lightfoot, but it's not, you know. That was
Buffalo Springfield did shit. I hear the song in my head.
I know, I do too, and I can't think of the name of it.
What It's Worth? What did it?
Yeah. It's
What It's Worth or something like that.
Now I gotta look. Gosh darn it. I hate it when I go into Nicky mode and it's like, gotta look it up.
Gotta look it up. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. The hell is that from? I remember that quote.
Yeah, For What It's Worth is what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he did, I think Bluebird was another one of his songs that was big. Yeah, you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. Don't pet the fluffy cows. That's a sign that's out on the highway.
Sturgis.
Out in the Black Hills of South Dakota now. Don't pet the fluffy cows.
Yeah, that's some good advice. It's a song. What is this? Oh, Gordon Lightfoot had come to the Old Mariners Church in Detroit for anniversary service for the Edmund Fitzgeralds on November 10th some years ago. Right on.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had the privilege of actually meeting him, Gordon Lightfoot. I kind of snuck into the theater and stood on stage while he was doing a sound check. You know, I had my hair in a ponytail. People thought I worked for the studio or for the theater, and other people thought I worked for him. So they didn't really question me until they did. But by then it was like, well, yeah, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Thanks.
Yeah, it's so funny meeting some people like that because it's like, I used to have a bunch of musicians on a bucket list that I just thought would be cool to meet, you know? And then you see people who have met certain ones and they're like, oh, you know, he's kind of an asshole. You know, it's like, I wouldn't imagine. I don't know how many times I've heard people describe James Taylor as being just a complete pain in the ass. And it's like, when you hear his music and you see him perform, you think, oh, this seems like a really nice guy, you know?
You would think. All right, Judy, good night. Yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I appreciate you letting me pop on, and it was nice seeing you and Stevie and Ben.
Appreciate you coming on, man. Anytime.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good night. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. It was fun. Thank you for everybody who stopped in to say hi. I will be back here Thursday. Join us then. But if you enjoyed tonight's show, please hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe, share, you know, do that whole thing. And please leave comments. I like getting comments. They're fun. All right, guys. You guys take care of one another and take care of yourselves, more importantly, and just Be safe out there. All right. Love you guys. Peace and God bless.